Hello YouTube, it's Silver Age Dave. I'm in the comic room on Tuesday, having a good day, and I had something on my mind. I've got a question to the community. So where do I start? So I've got so many questions, but on this particular question, I was reflecting. The other day I did a video talking about Marvel Masterworks, basically reprints of reprints, and that type of thing. And the True Believer series, I think, is a cool thing. It's a good idea. They can print these unattainable books for $1, and people can read them. Kids could read them, get into the stories. One of my biggest comic regrets is right there, Journey into Mystery 83. I missed out on, and I was, looking back, I was clearly not thinking things through, because it was a grail book for me in the early 80s. And it was $90, and I never scraped together the $90. I don't know why. We've talked about these books, the Walmart exclusives. For $5, you get 4 or 5 comics. I don't know how many are in this one. My buddy Dave picked me this one up from a store. My store never really got them, I don't think. So, Image is getting in on it. I think DC has their version. Everyone's got their version, but it tends to be the big keys, and that's where collecting is today. I get it. This is not a preach video at all. Keys sell. That's what everyone seems to want. I've shouted out Alternate Comics quite a few times. I think it's brilliant. I love the idea and everything behind this. Peter Simeti is, I think, a genius. He gets an unfair shake from the, from the industry in general, but he puts out a great product. You get, writing, you get art, you get newsprint, which I love. For $1.50, he can do this. So we can clearly get comic books at an inexpensive level. Okay, and there could be an argument made that, some things don't reflect the sign of the times. Admittedly, on the Walmart, you get some reprints and you get one new story, and clearly the new story isn't always going to be appropriate. The old stories must fit enough that they're republishing them. If we look at my new wall, I'm trying not to have any keys on it. I want people to understand that it doesn't have to be, a multi-$1,000 book to be important or to be cool. So I just grabbed some issues. There was a timeline in America where everything was aliens, or just these fantastic beasts that everyone was doing battle with, and I think it was a great time, and I think there was some neat stuff. This is 1961 Action Comics right there. So I think, based on the Walmart giant, based on the reprints, I think there are readers out there that would like this stuff. So here's where I'm going to connect the dots, and I'm going to ask the questions. These Tales of Suspense, this is the last of the Crack House Comic Haul. I'm alphabetizing the whole collection. I've made it through to the letter S. So I've got S, T, U, V, and V is almost done. W is done. X, Y, Z is pretty well done. So I've got S and T. So I'm alphabetizing these, but what had occurred to me is most kids out there, most collectors out there, aren't going to be able to go through and build a run of Tales of Suspense #1 all the way up. And so what if Marvel was to say, okay, starting next month, we're going to do Tales of Suspense #1, $1. 4 times a month or weekly, we're going to put out #2, #3, #4, #5, right in order. Just bang them out for $1. Do a limited print run if you want, so you're not stuck with a bunch of these things. But I think it's a beautiful idea. I think you'd get more people reading them. There's awesome stuff in every one of these, and I don't know why they can't make them affordable. It's hard to afford the Marvel Masterworks. Okay, maybe this video is a little preachy, but it obviously works. And from a standpoint from Marvel, I think they would be bringing people into the store. You know, they could put some ads inside of those advertising new stuff Marvel's doing. It doesn't have to be this facsimile, whatever it is for Hulk 181. It could be the issue like it was with the, the ads in there, but add a page and you could do a previews of what's coming next. I think it's a good idea. I would buy them. I'd love to have a TOS 57, new copy with my original copy. And if I want to read one, obviously I'm going to go to the reader, to the new copy. Guys, that is my question to the community. Is this thing, I can't be the only one thinking this, that they got to make the hobby affordable. There's kids out there who have never read a good comic. Some of the modern stuff, I'm sorry, is just wildly inappropriate. And, maybe this stuff's inappropriate. Maybe I've got the blinders on. But I think there's nothing wrong with some good old superhero fun. I'd love to hand my kids a copy of this. I can't hand them this one. It's issue 61. I don't think there's anything terribly special about it. It was Don Heck and Jack Kirby. Other than that, if I could get one for $1, I'd buy it all day. Yeah, absolutely. I'll hand that to any kid. All right. That's it. I'm off the soapbox. You know I'm thinking of you. That's my question. What do you think? Contribute in any way that you feel. Be kind to each other in the comments. And as always, make today awesome. I'm thinking of you. Silver Age Dave is out.